What is going on, guys? My name is Goblin and today we're gonna try to silence our opponent with Deafening Silence. Let's get started. So, today we're playing Boros Burn, trying to beat those cascade decks, notably Tibalt's Trickery, which is all over the metagame, and Tibalt Cosmic Imposter, which is also all over the metagame right now. These two decks made good results in the last Modern Challenges, and Bird also did some pretty good results because of this card, Deafening Silence, which is a really powerful card in the matchups because it beats the Cascade deck pretty well. So today we're gonna try that out. I'm really sorry I didn't make more video lately. I was really busy with school, but here we are. We're playing Deafening Silence Burn. So let's try to have some fun with this list. Again, I'm only playing 2 Rest in Peace, not a lot of Graveyard deck right now. 2 Smash, not a lot of Artifact deck. And we have the classical path, Skullcrack, Roiling Vortex, and our Deafening Silence to beat those Cascade decks. As a small reminder, if you like Modern Burn content, consider subscribing to my channel because I post Modern Burn content almost every single week. And if you liked the video, consider putting a little thumbs up, helps me a lot. If you want to talk about Modern List, Modern Burn, the Discord server is going to be in the description. And if you want to support me a little bit more, you can go to my Patreon. Thank you for the Patreon for this month, buying better equipment for you guys. And if you want to build this deck, you can go in my TCG affiliate program link, and I'll get a little kickback from you buying cards. So that's really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this list. Let's go straight up to run number 1. All right, so here we are in run number 1. Pretty solid hand. I'm gonna keep this. Let's see what we're up against. Steam Vans, okay. Serum Vision, so maybe it is Storm? Oh wow, if we're playing against Storm, Eidolon is like our best top deck here. Yeah, it is indeed Storm. Let's see if they just play the Electromancer. Nope, another Vision. Alright, that's good with me. Means no creature is gonna hit the field. Wow, they missed their second land. I'm guessing they're just gonna concede to our Eidolon here. They're not hitting it, and I think Eidolon's just gonna do it, honestly. They know they're not gonna hit the next land. Yep, that does it. Alright, so Storm. I guess Deafening Silence wasn't meant for Storm, but I guess I'm gonna bring that in. Still pretty good. Let's bring 2 Rest in Peace. I think we just cut Lightning Rift Bolts here. Doesn't go really well with Deafening Silence. And I guess Skewer the Critics also doesn't go well with Deafening Silence, so like bring Skullcrack, cut the skewers. So that's the only problem. Deafening Silence is a really good card to beat all the Tibalt's deck, but unfortunately, you're playing Burn, and sometimes you want to cast spells, like multiple spells in the same turn. So we don't have a lot of Burn in our hand, but we have a lot of hate for our opponents, so we're just gonna play our hate and let the game begins. Next turn, I think I'm just gonna drop the Rest in Peace, or I might just go for Lava Spike, and then on their turn, Lightning Bolt. Mm-hmm. Alright, Baral it is. Okay. So here, they need to bounce this or else they cannot combo off. But they might have the bounce spell, so I think I'm just going to Swiftspear, hold their Baral, and swing for 2. And then next turn we can play Rest in Peace. I think my opponent is not in a great spot because they only have 1 spell a turn, sorcery speed, and they need bound this, and then we're gonna play Rest in Peace. Gonna be hard for them, and they just concede the match. All right, pretty quick game there. We got our hate, and usually Storm's always a good matchup for Burn. So let's get around number 2. Alright, so here we are in round number 2. We're gonna mulligan, we don't have any lands. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Throw a Skewer the Critics to the bottom. And we're on the draw. Bloodstained Mire. Swamp. Acquisition. Okay. Guessing they might want to take either a creature unless they have a lot of removal. They're not sure what to take here, so yeah, they take the guide. So usually you want to play Vintage first, but just don't want to give them the information of what I drew. And I'm going to play it next turn, so we don't know what we're playing against yet. Bloodstained Mire into Swamp Inquisition. Could be still mini decks. But they don't have Alurus. Overground Tomb, right? Probably Jaunt. And they don't shock it in, so I'm guessing they have like a push. I'm just gonna go for it. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna cast my spells before they play a Lily Veil and make me discard my hand. One good thing is that they didn't have a Goyf, but they probably have a Fatal Push, like more than 70% sure they have a push. Oh, they don't. Sweet. So we got in for 3 more damage. Nice. Okay, the cycle Baron more. So I guess they don't have like any removal spell in hand. Our Searing Blaze is a bit awkward right now. Unless they play... If they play Goyf, we won't be able to kill it. And if they don't play a creature, our Searing Blaze is useless, so... That's Inquisition, sure. Oh, Boros Charm is a pretty good draw. So let's get in for 1. Get in for 2, perhaps. Yep. So one more burn spell, we're good to go. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. They're not doing much. They just played 2 Inquisition so far, so I'm guessing they might have like a lot of lands in hand. And a John deck without any removal spell is kind of weird. Alright, Ooze, we have only 1 creature in the yard, so actually it's relevant because bringing up to 4 might matter if we draw a burn spell. Alright. So I guess here we just go for the win here. So oop. There's no other creature in the yard, so it cannot grow more. So I think we got them. Searing Blaze was actually like one of our best top decks. And they cannot fetch, so they are dead. Alright. Nice little game 1 here. So John. I'm going to take those Skullcracks, Searing Blaze out. I didn't have a lot of information on what was going on there. I don't know if they're running Cruxa, and I'm not sure of all the recent John lists. So I guess I'm not gonna bring the rest in pieces yet, because I didn't see a lot of graveyard synergy. Maybe just 2 path. Quite a lot of lands, but we do have 2 Sunbaked Canyons. Sorry, 2 Horizon Canopy lands. So I think I'm going to keep, because we pretty much have like 2 lands in hand rather than 4. Alright. Oh. Then my opponent has only 1 mountain and they have the bolt. Oh, okay. Because I think most John decks only run 1 mountain. And once I was playing against this guy where, well, he had 1 lightning bolt in hand, he didn't have another removal, and exactly the same situation, attack with Goblin Guide, reveal a mountain, and then he was like, oh damn, I have to fetch shock to actually kill the guide. So that was really funny. Okay, so I'm just going to shock that in, play guide, play Revel, pass turn. Gets in there for 3. Fine. And nothing. Okay. So I'm just gonna go all face. I don't really care about the Goif right now. Boros Charm, that's pretty good. I'm going to skewer face and try to attack with the guide. Guessing my opponent has another removal here. Yep. Fine. Alright, so My opponent wants to draw, they don't want to draw the Seasoned Pyro. My opponent currently has a 4-turn clock, but I guess it's more like a 3-turn clock if they have a bolt, and we're going to take some damage from our own lands. So if they don't have a discard spell or ways to gain life, and we draw a burn spell, we win. Okay. So currently 2 creatures in the yard. Sure. I don't think I have time to check on the ooze, even though they can like fetch and grit some more. Okay. So let's do this. So here my opponent just needs a bolt and we're dead, or a no, K command doesn't do it, I think. Oh yeah, it does. It does exactly 9 damage. Yep, they need a bolt here or K command. I guess they're casting a Collective Brutality. It's taking that much time. And if they have Collective Brutality, we're just dead, because they have exactly 9. Oh, they just eat. Okay. Lily Veil. Yep. So we have to draw a burn spell. Not sure if attacking with both is correct. Maybe just with the ooze. Damn, so close. Alright, let's get a game 3. So close. Why this bad? Okay. Yeah, I'll just run it back like that. Yeah, let's keep this. A lot of two mana spells, but it's still pretty good if they don't have Liliana of the Veil. If they do have a Veil turn 3, it might be awkward. I really hope they don't have a Goyf as well. Like, kill Guide into Goyf into Lily Veil would be really, really hard to beat, even on the draw for them. But they don't have a turn 1 kill my Guide, so that's fine. Ah, damn. Collective Brutality. I guess I'm going to play my Eidolon even if they have Brutality, because I have another one. If I didn't have another Eidolon, I would not do this play. But since I have another one, it makes my guide protected from the Collective Brutality, and next turn I can play Eidolon, and if they have a Lily, I can sack the Goblingide rather than sack the other Eidolon. That makes sense. So I guess they're gonna do 3 mode, take a charm, kill my Eidolon here. But still a really, really powerful play, but since I have the second one, it's not the end of the world, I think. Because my guide is overall is gonna do 6 damage. That's really, really good. Opponent not sure of what they want to discard, I think. Alright, they discard Mountain and Barren Moor. Gonna do the 3 mode, like I said. Guessing they're gonna take a Charm here. Unless they have like another big way to gain some life, they're gonna take the Skullcrack. I really hope they don't take the Skullcrack, because if they do, it means we might be in trouble. Uh-oh. They took the Skullcrack. Okay. Might be in trouble. Attack first. Alright, Valky. So, only takes creatures, right? Yep, so I guess I'm just gonna play the Eidolon now. Anyway, I was pretty much going to do that, so this is not a great draw for them. It's just a 2-mana 2/1 right now. Not really good. And I don't think they're gonna have 7 mana to cast it. If they do, it's pretty much... the game is already over if that happens. They have another one. Oh my god, that's really rough though. Double Collective Brutality. Pretty difficult to beat that. But they have 1 card left. I hope it's not a Lightning Bolt. Okay. Goif, that's pretty annoying. But my guy did do 8 damage this game. Yep, my guy did 8 damage this game. Pretty good. I'm just going to Boros Charm here. Down to 5 with the Riv Bolt. Nope. Play this tapped, pass turn. So unfortunately, I need 2 more burn spell. My opponent has a 5/6 Goif. Pretty big boy. We need to draw some burn. Double Collective Brutality is really annoying. Okay. I guess the worst card here that they could have is maybe K-Command or another Goif. Or Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze would be really bad. Wow, third K-Command. My goodness. Okay. At least they have no cards in hand. They were debating on casting a Seasoned Pyro or doing a Collective Brutality. They can't really attack, because if I do draw 2 burn spells, they're dead. But they can attack because it's a 3-turn clock at this point. Alright, they decide to attack. I'm going to take it. Fortunate. Come on, burn spell. Nice. Lightning Helix might be really huge here. Position, that's fine. That's a dead draw. So my opponent cannot attack here. That's really good. But right now I had the advantage because, yeah, I was going to see even if I don't draw burn spell, my top decks are better right now because I have more chance of just killing them than they have a chance of killing me or gaining life. Nice little, that was more closer than I wanted to, but 3 Collective Brutality is really hard to beat. Still managed to get there though, so let's get around number 3. Alright, round number 3 on the play, that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. For a second there, I thought I had 4 lines. 3 is good. Overgrown Tomb, okay. Alright, so I'm guessing this might be another Jund. Oh my god, main deck Lotus. So here they might not fetch just because they want to have this Lotus. So our goal is going to be to kill them before they cast this annoying card. Main deck Lotus. Wow. Well, Inquisition doesn't help us to achieve this gold. Unless we can draw a Skullcrack. Or another Boros Charm. Okay. So I'm pretty sure they have a push here because they shuck that in, so they command. Yep. Play this past turn. So we have one more turn. Try to draw like 2 burn spells. So we're gonna play their Clotus here. Yep. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to cast it. There's a better chance that I... No, actually, no. Yeah, because they're gonna be down to 4, yeah. Come on, burn spell that I can cast. Oh my god. Gonna be hard. Now they're gonna go up to 5. So I pretty much have to draw Skullcrack and then draw another burn spell. Main deck Lotus is a pain. Yep. Come on, Skullcrack. Nope. That is not a Skullcrack. Okay. Might have a chance here. So all we have to do is draw Boros Charm or a Skullcrack. Come on, Boros Charm or Skullcrack. Come on, deck. Let's say not enough. Not big enough turn clock. Till might get there for really lucky. Again, we need a Skullcrack pretty much. Well, Lightning Bolt plus Blood Braid is a 2-turn clock, so we're just dead. Oh, they don't attack with the blood. Oh yeah, they have it next turn anyways. Yeah. Oh my god, Clotus was really annoying there. So rest in peace. Roiling Vortex, Skullcrack. Searing Blaze, Revolt, and let's go. So 1 Storm, 2 John so far, and we're playing Burn. It's like 2016 all over again. Pretty weird. Weird metagame. I know there's like the new Valky in the John deck, but I didn't expect to see John that much. But John's actually a fine matchup, so not too worried. But it looks like they are prepared for Burn because 3 Collective Brutality and a Claudus main deck. Pretty hard to beat for a Burn player. Yeah, that's a straight up keep. Playing mulligans to 5. 4. My goodness. Mulligans to 4 as Jund. Usually you lose the game pretty much technically, because most of your cards are just gonna trade for 1 card, and if you have that much less cards than your opponent, it's not good for you. Maybe they were like trying to harden mulligan into something like a Claudus or Brutality or something. Goif. They don't want Goif. Sure. They want push. Position. Well, that's annoying. Yep, deal 2. Takes the Skullcrack. Okay. Eidolon is actually a pretty good draw here. Because if they have like a Claudus, means Eidolon's gonna do minimum of 4 damage. And 4 damage plus the Boros Charm. And the guide will do it. So here they just cannot play Claudus or they're just dead. And they know it because they have full information of the board, so, and my hand. So they have to kill the Eidolon first. Yep. Nice. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm just gonna go straight up with that again. The only thing I don't like about Roiling Vortex, even though it's really good against Claudus, is that sometimes you're gonna draw one and your opponent's not gonna draw a Claudus, and you're just gonna lose to a Goif, and it's gonna be game. Pretty similar hand to our last one, but we don't have a Skullcrack. Yeah, I think it's still a keep. I don't really want to mulligan against John usually, unless the hand is like really, really bad. Because like I said, your John opponent just want to go 1 for 1 and then win with like a Goif. Like attack 3 times with a Goif and that's it. Oh, we drew the Skullcrack, that's pretty good. Okay. Alright, so, oh, okay, they fetch Shock for a Bolt. Alright, it's fine. So Monastery did 3 damage. More 2 damage, because they would have fetched anyway. So let's play Monastery, try to get in for 1. Do you have another removal spell, my friend? They do. They have another bolt. Alright, so let's just suspend Rift Bolt past turn. I really hope no Lily, no Goyf, no Claudius here. That's asking for a lot. Yeah, Lily, okay. So it's pretty hard, honestly. Because if I draw a line, I can play everything, and I do want to hold to this Skullcrack, but they only have 2 cards in hand. So I think if they had the Claudius, they probably would have played it this turn. And the Helix might end up being useful. I think I'm still going to discard the Helix, because my life total is pretty high. They don't have a Goyf, so I think we might be good to go. Okay. That's pretty nice, honestly. I'm just going to go face. That means if they don't have another removal and they just discard a Fatal Push, they're just going to have to sack my Monastery so I can keep my burnt spells in hand. No, never mind. They have Acquisition, of course. Alright, so at least they just have a land, so... Oh, and the plus. Okay. Oh, Goblingguide, okay. So again, here I'm just going to go face. Not going to care about the Lily. They draw land. Get down to 6. So here I'm pretty sure it's gonna -2. Or maybe they want to go to up to 6 to do just your creatures on your land, and that way they kill both my creatures at the same time. But they're John, so they have so many ways to remove my creatures by doing a top deck. I'm just going to sacrifice Monastery. They fetch down to 5. Croxa, okay. So a burn spell and we win. Come on deck. Come on, burn spell, that costs 1. Oh, nice. Nice. 2-0 against Jund. Well, not 2-0. 2-1, 2-1, but we'd beat Jund both times. That's pretty nice, so... Okay, Storm, Jund. Let's go to round number 4, see what we end up against. Alright, round number 4. We're playing against Doomwake again. Sure. I think they're on Tibalt's Trickery because I saw them on Twitch early on, and I think they were playing this deck, but I'm not sure though. So this hand, if they're playing Tibalt's, pretty bad because, like, we only have these two, and the other we cannot cast it. This is useless. I think I'm gonna mull. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna keep, but it's not, like, super fast. Point mulligans to 5, so I'm pretty sure they're playing Tibalt's Trickery. So I think we're gonna lose the first game because we don't have like a very aggressive hand. It's pretty slow. Mulligans to 4. 4 is sometimes good enough. That's why this deck is so much of problems, that they can mulligan to 4 and win on turn 1, and pretty much it. Okay, Rogren Triome. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? What are they playing? Okay. Rogren Triome and Reflecting Pool. So they might be on like Jeskai? A weird Jeskai control with Reflecting Pool. Okay. Alright. I really hope they don't have Teferi here, but they only have 3 cards. We're gonna draw their 4th one, so we really hope they don't have land Teferi. Gemstone Cavern. Okay, they are playing Tibalt's Trickery. Okay, they're playing the Tibalt Cosmetic Imposter. Just gonna go face. We're gonna be down to 4. I think I was supposed to Skullcrack rather than play the guide. Because that would have brought them to 3, so a burn spell top deck would be better here if I draw like a 2-mana burn spell top deck. They put a Vintage into my Exile zone, so actually their Tibalt helped me. And it's only opponents, right? So here they can exile one of my creatures, so I cannot like attack with the other. Interesting. Like, it's a weird list with weird like 5-color, not Tibalt's Trickery, but Tibalt's Comic Imposter list. Opponent. What are they doing? They're doing a hype train on Twitch or something. Come on. While we wait, we can check out their list. Failure. Okay. Okay. Failure comply. Interesting. The thing is, here's the thing with this deck compared to the Emrakul one. Emrakul, if they are fast enough, I cannot do anything because they just destroy all my lands, and then they have like a 15/15, and I can't do much. Oh, they stole my Lava Spike, so I don't have lethal. But this one, like, this card is really powerful, but it doesn't do much against burn. Like, doesn't gain life, doesn't, like, it kills my creature if you want to. It has like some type of pressure of winning the game eventually. but it doesn't do like, alright, I win against burn. Okay. Guessing I'm just going to Helix them. Try to finish up the game. And they concede. Well, they did mull to 4, so I was expecting a concede there. Alright, so let's bring our Deafening Silence, our 3 Vortex. Let's cut the Rift Bolts. The Searing Blaze. Skullcracks. So I guess Skewer the Critics is not that bad, because even though it's awkward that it doesn't work with Deafening Silence, you can always attack with a creature and then just cast it, or you can always like just cast it for 3, even though it's awkward. Rift Bolt, like, you cast it before, so you can like cast 2 spells or use your mana the turn before, but then after, it's the only spell, only non-creature spell you're gonna cast this turn. So it might like ruin your turn sometimes, and it doesn't work well with Roiling Vortex, which you take 5 from Rift Bolt. So yeah, even though I don't like Skewer, I don't like Searing Blaze, and I don't like Rift Bolt even more than I don't like Skewer, so pretty much the logic there. Wonder if these 6 copies will be enough. The thing is, they have Searing Spirit Guide, so on the draw, I have 1 less turn to play my spell. So if they have like turn 2 Searing Spirit Guide into Cascade into just Tibalt, it's pretty much difficult for me. Okay, we don't have any hate in this hand, but we do have a really good hand, so I'm gonna keep. One mulligans to 5 again. So here, I don't know their list. I'm not too familiar with this other version. So maybe they're running like Lightning Helix, and I don't know. And you're screaming in your screen like, why did you sideboard like that? But even if they have like Leyline, I don't have anything in my sideboard to play around it, so. Gonna get Triumph, I guess. Yep. Very weird, like, mix of control and combo. Is there anything new? Not really. So they get my Lightning Bolt, which is fine. Would have liked to have this Lightning Bolt, but that's fine. I'm not gonna kill the Tibalt. I could, but I think it's not really worth my time using my resources to just like kill this, and then they have another Ardent, Ardent Plea or Violent Outburst. Just I think I'd rather go 7 phase. They're gonna be down to 8, and then I can just try to win from there. Even though they have the ultimate in 2 turns. They plus again. They got a Swiftspear. Okay. Okay. Alright. So they can ultimate next turn, get 3 mana. Cast this again. Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, they can cast this again. Lightning Bolt and my creatures. So I think I'm just gonna go burn spell, and try to win next turn. Oh, do they have a force? They might have a force. If they do, it's gonna be a bit awkward. Come on, don't do it. Don't force me, please. I mean, what if I played this different? Yeah, they do have Storm, pitching 8, Fairy, Time Reveler. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna play the Swiftspear then. And attack Tibalt so they cannot ultimate. Oh, it's -8, not -9. Well, they can still ultimate. Oh, damn, I thought it was -9. And that's good. You can plus 2 times and then just ultimate and still alive. Well, at least it's dead now. They cast my Swiftspear, my Swiftspear, and then they are the burn player. But it's not like we're dead in 2 turns, I don't think. Yep. So we take 6. I know, because we had 2 bolts, so yeah, we're dead. Yep, good enough. Damn, I didn't play around force and that wrecked me there. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna go back with this. Yeah, force there was pretty good. But if I did play around force, I would have Skullcrack at their turn, and then I would have tried to go for the win, and I would have lost anyway because they would have forced at the other turn. So I think in the end it didn't matter. But I think playing the second Swiftspear was the third Swiftspear was probably wrong on my part. Because it doesn't matter if I killed Tibalt or not. Yeah, I think playing the other Swiftspear was a mistake. We're like 1 mana off of doing what we want. Do we keep it though? I think I'm gonna try it. Like we have the guide, which is gonna help a lot, and we do have Deafening Silence. And if we do draw a spell, we can cast Roiling Vortex. Not a spell, a land. Alright, since they had Gemstone Cavern, I think I'm just going to fetch Shock Deafening Silence. Hope they don't have a force. Please don't force. Don't. Enough. Nope. You don't do that. Okay. So they cannot cast the Planeswalker side of Tibalt. if they go for a cascade spell, but they can cast the creature side if they want. Yeah. Come on, land. That's rough. And they took our guide. Ugh. Gonna be tough if we don't draw land. Nice. So I think just Roiling Vortex go. Fine. Yeah, they forced this, of course. Down to 2 cards only. We have another Roiling Vortex. I don't know if I'm going to play it though. Okay. I think I will. Just gonna stop them from doing, like, not stop them, but it's not going to, like, they're not going to be happy to go for a cascade spell into creature because they're gonna take 5, so. Alright. Gonna be a race here. They have 6 mana, 6 damage a turn, so it's a 2-turn clock, unfortunately. We have to draw like a burn spell to kill a creature. We don't, so we have to draw a burn spell to kill a creature. We don't. Yeah, I think we got greedy with our yeah, I should have mulligan, I think. The Deafening Silence was cute, but my opponent just had Valky and Brazenbauer, and that worked well for them. And if they did have like a cascade spell, they could have petty theft my Deafening Silence end of turn. So let's say I Boros Charm them last turn, would have not changed anything. I would still be dead. So yeah, really unfortunate. Let's go to our final round. All right, round number 5. Yep, going to keep it. We have 4 lands, but this is a Sunbaked, and we have double guide on the play. I'm happy with that. Okay, Nyride Harbinger. So, Boros Prison. Please don't Summon Spirit Guide, Chalice of the Void on 1, please. Thank you. Well, Pillage is not going to be really useful. Alright, so they don't have Chalice since they're using Lightning Bolt themselves. So Pillage is not going to be great since we have a million lands in our hand. I just hope they don't have another removal and we can just get in with the guide a couple of times. Oh, okay. Oh, come on, another bolt. Okay. Alright, let's play Sunbaked Canyon and pass. So even if they pillage here, I don't really care since I have like 2 lands in hand. Oh, Maze Mind Tome though might be annoying because they're gonna gain some life in 4 turns, and we only even have one burn spell in hand. Alright, so usually I would never do this, but I think I'm going to crack my Sunbake. I have 2 Eidolons in my hand, so I think that's fine. Useless card and a land. Cool. I'm not going to crack my Sunbake now because I don't want them to destroy my Sunbaked Canyon while it's tapped. Not my Sunbaked Canyon, my Sacred Foundry. If they want to pillage, I'm going to use the mana to crack the Sunbaked Canyon. But I think next turn they're just gonna play their Nairi. Come on, 3 lightning bolts, man. Every time I play against Boros Prison, they have like all their removal spells. 3 lightning bolts. Oh my god. At least it's not helixes, so there's that. Hope I can draw Skullcrack before this pops. Or just win the game before this pops, but not next turn, the other turn after that. Gonna happen. Okay, they blow their own land. The ramp. So no Nairi this turn. Once again, I'm going to crack the Sunbake, I think. Okay. Okay. So, Spike, go. I really have to draw one of my 2 Skullcracks before next turn. Just gonna blow 2 of my lines, I guess. Okay. Alright. So, unfortunately, my opponent's gonna gain 4. Can't do much about it. Going to keep my my last Sacred Foundry in my hand because I'm a bit afraid that they kill all my white source. My opponent is gonna go up to 9, which even if we draw 3 spell in a row, is not gonna be good enough. Unless they play a creature. Our top decks were not great. My opponent did not crack their Maze Mind Tome, which is weird because they had a. Oh no, we did have 2 lines, so they couldn't do it. Okay. Well, at some point they're going to crack it because they're just gonna die. So I guess they're going to do it anyway at the end of the turn. It doesn't really matter in the end. I think I'm just going to say go try to bait a Skullcrack. Like, want them to think that I have Skullcrack, but I think they're just gonna go for it anyway. They don't, so they're really afraid of a Skullcrack or just double burn spell win the game. Okay. Yep. The Fairy. Wow. Okay, so they're like just Sky Prison. They don't have any blue. Weird. Oh my god. We drew so poorly in the last turns. Skullcrack was coming up. Okay, okay. So 4 Searing Blaze. All of those. And I guess 3 Vortex. Don't really need the Helixes. And Bolt. Rift Bolt does only cost 1, so I guess Skewer the Critics, because most of the time Rift Bolt is going to cost 1 against them, then Skewer is going to cost 1. Because if I'm stuck to 1 mana, I'd rather have a Rift Bolt than a Skewer. And the 5 damage coming from the Vortex is not that important. Not really a damage race, it's more I'm going to try to lock you and then kill you with my planeswalkers. So the moment that they kill you with your planeswalkers, you're already lost the game at this point. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think last game we had a pretty good hand, but my opponent had 3 lightning bolts with just won the game on their own. Honestly, if my creatures did only like 4 damage, we had it. The first lightning bolt is usually fine. The second one is a bit rough, but the third one that kills 3 of your creatures is pretty devastating. I really hope they don't have Leyline in their deck. So here, let's hope they don't have Lightning Bolt, but if they do have one, I have the other Eidolon, so not the end of the world. I guess I could play around Manatite, but if they do have Manatite, they're gonna effect shock, so that's fine. Bolt. Nope, nice. No Bolt. Maybe they do have Bolt, but they have like Helix or something. Because they're playing blue. Or Teferi, which is interesting. Line would be great here. Okay. That's fine. A line would be really, really good. Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to cast my spells, not cast the other Eidolon, because if they did that, means they probably don't have a removal spell in hand. They might have like a Teferi. Really hope they don't have a Pillage or something. But if they do, I still have my Eidolon, so it's not the end of the world. And if they do Pillage, they're gonna go down to 7. Plus the Eidolon attack 5, plus the Rift Bolt 3, and then I have another bolt. So they cannot pillage. They could have Teferi, Time Raveler. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to play around that. Because it kills my Rift Bolt, brings back my Eidolon to hand. Yeah. But if they do have Teferi, Time Raveler, when we draw a line, we still win, so... let's see what they have. Okay. Interesting. Nothing. Okay. There's a pretty good chance they're just dead here. Or maybe not dead, but in trouble. Big trouble. Alright, so I think now they're just dead. I just want to see what they're trying to do. So maybe they have like Helix. Okay. So Celestial Purge worries me a bit because it's really good against Roiling Vortex, but Lightning Helix is just Skewer is so let's keep that. Eidolon there did a lot of damage. I think it did like 6 damage, which is pretty good. No lands, unfortunately. 2 lands is a little short, but I think I'm still going to keep probably just the Skullcrack since we have the Smash, I guess, or maybe just keep the Skullcrack and not the Smash. The Smash is more versatile, and they have like a lot of artifact. Really hope I'm not saying that, and then they're just not going to play an artifact for the rest of the game. So here I just don't want them to have a lot of destruction lines because I don't have a lot of lines. So here I could get just a basic mountain and play around a destruction, land destruction, or just get 2 foundries, so that way I will have my white source, but I can still get the white source with this. I think just a mountain is fine. I really, really hope they don't like destroy my land, because don't lightning bolt. Okay, that's fine. So at least this bolt is not going to hit my Eidolon if they don't have a destruction, land destruction effect. Oh, Sunbake is not good for them. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to play Eidolon here. Grab the Foundry. Really hope they don't have another removal spell. Alright. They took 3 from that exchange because they had the Sunbaked, so that's good. Please don't pillage my Sacred Foundry. Please, opponent, don't do that. Oh, they're like considering shocking in. Nope, okay. Land, nice. Alright, land is really good here. Means we're safe from a 1-land destruction. Suspend Riftbolt. I don't think they have a lot of blue, so I think it's fine not playing around the fairy. I'm guessing their only blue source might be like a 1 or 2 Rogrin Chirome or something. Because I don't think they have a lot of like they need a lot of red and white to do the things they want, so they cannot like have a million blue lines in their arsenal. I guess this produces 5 color, so this is like kind of a splash if they need it. Okay, just making sure if we had a Searing Blaze in our deck. Pretty sure my opponent doesn't have Lightning Bolt here because they would have done it already. So can safely go for Bolt, I think. So if this was a Skullcrack, my opponent would be a 3, but it's not a Skullcrack, so... But if they have a Citadel or a Karn, or... They have like a lot of artifacts in their deck that I can target, so... Eventually, I guess we will get one. Oh, but there it is. I think this is GG if we draw a burn or a creature. Have a lot of top decks, and it is good enough. We didn't even need the smash. Alright. So 4-1, our only loss was to Doomwick, and I think we just misplayed there. I think I've got greedy with my opening hand. Doomwick, I'll get new next time. So it was a lot of fun. Obviously, we had some pretty good matchups. Storm, Jund, Tibalt Trickery. I think we almost had it. I just made a small mistake with which was my keeping my hand. Yep. And then last opponent, you don't see a lot of Boros Prison, but from time to time it happens, and usually it's like a 50-50 matchup. Depends if they have like their removal spells or their destruction spells at the right moment. Game 1 they did have 3 bolts, but the other games were fine. So it was a lot of fun. Probably gonna replay this list very soon. I think if you want to go for a burn list right now, this would be it. Having Deafening Silence helps you a lot against a Tibalt Trickery matchup. Roiling Vortex helps in this matchup and in Uro matchup. You don't need a lot of graveyard hate right now, and you don't need a lot of artifact hate, so I think just 2 and 2 is fine. 2 Skullcrack, 3 Path, that is fine. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you next time in another burn or modern video. Has been ggforgoblinguide. See ya. Bye bye.